Right, a greater kudu, second tallest antelope in Africa. Boys stand about 5 feet tall at the shoulder. Girls, like the ones on top of the hill to the right, a little bit smaller. But much larger than the kudu on the right would be the rhino on the left, sleeping out there in the middle of the clearing. Even from this distance you can see they are quite large. That is a black rhino, and they can weigh up to 3,000 pounds at their full growth. While they get so big, they can still get moving. They charge 35 miles per hour at their top speed, and yeah, that's a lot faster than this particular truck can go, so we're gonna keep moving. A few more bongos that we were talking about earlier up on top of the hill to the right, in between the bushes. But I'm starting to think it might be time for us to head out of all this dense forest. Yeah, we'll go head out to the Safi River next. My favorite spot to go look for hippos. While hippos are so very large, they can be kind of hard to see. They're going to spend most of their day in the water so that they don't get too hot in the African sun. Our first view of the water is going to be on the right, but typically we get much better hippo spottings just around the river bend up ahead to the left. Better is a relative term when it comes to hippo spotting, since they can stay completely under the water for about 8 minutes at a time before they need to come up for air. But we'll take a look, see what we can find out here today.
There's where we clipped down. Yeah, they did this morning. Did you see them? We clipped. We walked right by it.
Sure enough, there's a whole group of them out to the left between the island and the riverbank. A group of hippos is known as a bloat, so it's a bloat of hippos. They are considered nocturnal animals. They spend most of their day just kind of sleeping in the water. They usually climb out of the river at nighttime when it's a little cooler to eat food. Each hippo eats between 80 and 90 pounds of grass a night. Now, I know it's the hippos in the water that are probably more exciting, but on top of the islands, there's also these big gray-white birds. They're kind of neat. These are pink-backed pelicans. They get the name because during mating season, their back starts to turn a more light pink color. They blush. A common misconception about the pelican is that they carry fish around in their gular pouches. They don't really do that. They use the pouch kind of like a net for filtration. But I'm a little bit more worried about what the next animal's eating, because as we drive... Sir, sit down, please. Siéntese, por favor. Thank you. Gracias. As I was saying, I'm more worried about what the next animal's eating, because as we drive over this rickety bridge, those are Nile crocodile out to the left, and they will snap the bones of their prey with their powerful jaws that have a crushing force of 2,000 pounds per square inch. They will even go after prey larger than themselves, like zebra and wildebeest. By larger, I do mean bigger or taller, not necessarily longer. From the tip of the nose to the tip of the tail, those crocodile average about 16 feet long. So we are headed away from those rivers, out towards a completely different ecosystem with completely different animals.